How is it that we ever got to this point? How is it that we have allowed madness to reign? How is it that we are bending the knee constantly to radical transgender ideology to the expense of public safety? It's a disgrace, and it has to end. David Menzies for Rebel News here at Toronto's Walter Saunders Memorial Park. Well, folks, I'm here because recently the Toronto Police Service held a press conference in which they were announcing charges against a 33-year-old woman, Ruby Eby. And Miss Eby is charged with sexual interference with a person under 16 and sexual assault. And that sexual assault, that alleged sexual assault that is, took place right here at this park on May the 20th, and it involved a 6-year-old boy. Now, right off the hopper, things didn't seem right to me. I mean, this is extremely unusual that a mature woman would sexually assault a minor. And then things began to become that much clearer. Folks, I want you to check out the photograph of 33-year-old Miss Ruby Eby. I'm sorry, but in this gender utopia that we live in, sometimes you got to call it as you see it. And Ruby is not a she, it's a he. It's an obvious man. Well, I reached out to the Toronto Police Service to question them why this person is being considered a female as opposed to a male. And my response from police communications was the following, quote, Ruby Eby identifies as a woman. The Toronto Police Service recognizes that people have the right to identify by their choice and respect this decision, end quote. Now, this is doubly troubling, folks, because if indeed this person is being considered a woman, albeit biologically male, then that will, of course, mean that this person, if found guilty, serve his time in a female correctional institution. You may recall how last month we went out and covered a protest about that in Kitchener. It is penal policy right now that biological males, simply for stating that they are female, can do time with female prisoners, and that creates a dangerous condition for the biological females. How is it that we ever got to this point? How is it that we have allowed madness to reign? How is it that we are bending the knee constantly to radical transgender ideology to the expense of public safety? It's a disgrace, and it has to end. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, you know, unlike the bought and paid for Justin Trudeau Liberal Media Party, we here at Rebel News like to bring you the other side of the story. If you'd like to help us out, please go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation.